If this rules of conduct, the code of conduct surrounding sexual activities in uniform was not already pre-written, just like on YouTube, to give your brain some new food. Hello people, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, a special welcome to you. I ask that you check out the rest of my videos. If you like what you see, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, but more than anything, I'm asking that you subscribe to the channel. So I read somewhere in the Jamaican news today about a police officer who went viral recently after being caught in the act of, let's call it a compromising act. No, let's get specific. So this police officer was caught in the act performing oral sex, aka cunnilingus, aka fellatio. So the JCF, which is the Jamaican Constabulary Force, has a problem with this viral video, not in particularly because of the act, but from my understanding, this act was performed while the police officer was in uniform. This video is not going to be very long because I'm only here to share the legal side of things. What people do in their personal life is not really any of my concern, and I'm not into the business of entertaining gossip. So the part that interests me is the intent to reprimand this police officer and whether or not it is correct, whether or not it is within the rules, whether or not it is right or wrong. As an ex-Calabar student, Calabar old boy, I kind of understand where uniform is concerned and the responsibility that one has when he or she puts on a uniform. When I was a schoolboy, Calabar is one of those highly respected schools in Jamaica, and while wearing its epaulet or its tie, the behavior of its students, including myself, were strictly monitored and strictly controlled, and any misbehavior, some penalty would usually be followed. So I do understand where the speculation or the consideration of reprimanding this police officer is concerned. I do understand that it could be a violation and it could actually warrant some level of reprimanding, whether that is firing him and dismissing him from the entire JCF, or whether that is putting him on some duties that are not usually warmly welcome. Anyway, let me make it quick, let me make it short, and let me say, from my legal point of view, it is like this. If the JCF does not have anything pre-written that constitute that a police officer should not be filmed or should not be recorded or exposed in his uniform in any sexual act, then it is transparent that this person can be legally reprimanded. At the same time, with the evolution of technology, it is very hard for most institutions to keep up with amending their rules, their regulation, their codes of conduct, because you have to remember when most of these rules were written, it was a time that the internet did not exist. So in reality, these institutions have to actually instill these rules after an incident that comes under question occur. But in this particular case, what I'm saying is if this rules of conduct, the code of conduct surrounding sexual activities in uniform was not already pre-written, this guy should not be reprimanded for his act. But what the JCF could do after this act is realizing that these things are possible, these things are likely. We're living in an internet, cell phone, camera recording era, and we have to now etch this into the code of conduct and under the rules of violation. So I'm not here to defend and I'm not here to criticize, but the entire Jamaica at the moment is split in half. I've read a few of the comments online. Some people say we have bigger fish to fry. Some people say Jamaica is crime riddled. Nobody should spend their time focusing on an officer performing oral sex in his uniform. Like I say, I'm not here to criticize or address the actual act. You know, my thing is law, my thing is rules, my thing is codes of conduct. And I am just saying that if it's not pre-written, then this person is off the hook. If it was already written in the codes of conduct, then the reprimanding is legal, it's right, and none of us should actually object or have a problem with it. From my understanding, it's currently under review. Under review, that sounds like the rules were not already written. Well, the rules could have already been written, but the board that's reviewing it needs to see if it addresses the actual code of conduct or if it violates the actual code of conduct. Anyway, people, let me know what you think of this situation. Like I say, I'm not really interested in the actual gossip part of it. I'm only interested in the reprimanding or the intent to reprimand, whether you think it's right or it's wrong. As you know, on this channel, I appreciate thumbs up, thumbs down, agreement and disagreement, because at the end of the day, people, each one teach one. You've reached the end of my video, and that in itself is a support that I truly appreciate. And while I'm at it, I will take this time out to let you guys know other ways that you can support my channel. The first and simplest way that you can support my channel is by giving this video a thumbs up. And the second and most important way that you can support this channel is by hitting that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel and follow me through my YouTube journey. Other ways that you can support my channel is by going to my Teespring online store and buying some of my merch. And another way that you guys can also support this channel is by joining me in Patreon to give me a contribution to support what I do on YouTube and what I do to entertain you guys. Once again, I want to thank you guys for your continuous support and ask that you join me, Ian T. Sebastian, on YouTube and see where my journey takes me. Until next time, people, peace.